kati ate kamatwaleko wali mu ggwanga lya America ku kitongole kya oba ku kitebe kya IMF International Monetary Fund kitongole kivunaanyizibwa mu kuwola amawanga mu nsi yonna. Bannayuganda abeegattira mu kibiina kya National Unity Platform People Power oba NUP okuva mu ggwanga lya America balumbye ekitebe kya IMF oba ekitebe ekiwola amawanga mu nsi yonna International Monetary Fund ne beekalakaasa nga baayemulugunya olwa ekitongole kino okugenda mu maaso n'okuwa Mwai Museveni ssente n'okuwa be bagamba nti dictator oba abafuga amawanga ga Africa obubi ng'ekitongole kya IMF kibawa ensimbi buwanana ensimbi ze bakozesa ate okulinnya ku migongo oba okulinnya ku bannansi be bakulembera. Bannayuganda bano beekozeemu omulimu nga bali wansi w'ekibiina kya NUP People Power USA ne bagenda ku kitebe kya IMF ne batandika okwekalakaasa nga bakutte ebipande nga bwe balaba bagamba nti free all political prisoners nti ensimbi IMF zeewola Uganda ate Mwai Museveni ne gavumenti ye nti zeekozesa ate okusiba okutulugunya n'okutta bannayuganda mbu bigambo by'abana abeekalakaasi ng'era bakutte ebipande ebiraga nti bano bonna battibwa Mwai Museveni. African Lives Matter gwe mulamu mukulu gwe baliko nti IMF yekulembeddemu genocide mu Africa. Amawanga gonna agalimu entalo mu Africa gawagirwa IMF kuba yeewaayo ensimbi olw'okuba nti bo balina omutemwa gwe baagala mu nsi zino nga baagala ebyobugagga eby'omutaka okuva mu mawanga gano omuli gold, copper, manganese n'ebintu ebirala bingi bye bajja mu mawanga gano. N'olwekyo sabo neegatteko n'obwombeefu bw'ekitalo tugendeko mu ggwanga lya America wano ku kitebe kya IMF ewali bannaffe bannayuganda nga bali mu kwekalakaasa olw'ensimbi ez'Omwami Museveni okuva mu kitongole kino ekya IMF ate Mwai Museveni nti n'azikozesa okumenya amateeka mu ggwanga Uganda n'okutyobola eddembe ly'obuntu, human rights violation.
Shame on you, IMF. We are here today. We've been here a number of times, and trust me, we are coming back. IMF, we shall keep coming back and showing the whole world who you are, funding terrorists. If you support human rights, don't Uganda human rights matter? Uganda lives matter as much as the Americans. Ugandan lives matter, and Ugandan blood is as precious as American blood, as British blood, as you people who subscribe to IMF, all of you, Americans, British, everybody, please get out of Uganda. Ugandan lives matter. Ugandan lives matter. Museveni is killing Ugandans. He just murdered people in Kasese. Children as young as 3. Innocent women, pregnant women. He steals all the money he's giving. And so, Ugandans are not going to pay that today. Trust me, you lose the money. Ugandan lives matter. IMF, stop funding the dictator in Uganda. Stop funding dictators in Africa. If you have interest in Africa, you don't need to have African blood on your hands. IMF, you have Ugandan blood on your hands. Shame on you, IMF. Shame on you, IMF. Shame on you, IMF. Museveni is a dictator. Museveni must go. Muhoza is a drunkard, is a rapist, is a killer. He tortures Ugandans. We are sick and tired of the Rwandese invasion of Uganda. Uganda belongs to Ugandans. Rwanda belongs to Rwandans. Uganda is for Uganda and Rwanda is for Rwanda. Uganda is not for Rwanda. Museveni and your family, go back to your country. People power! People power! Our power! And we bless you, God, for this rain. This is a sign that Uganda is being born again. This is a good sign. Oh Lord, thank you for this rain. Thank you for this day. Ugandans are being free. We need freedom in Uganda. We need freedom. We need peace. Ugandans deserve better. Ugandans deserve their freedom or their human rights. They deserve to live in their country in peace. Stop banning the dictatorial regime in Uganda led by Museveni, who stole the vote. The Lord President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, Bobby Wine, not Museveni. People power!
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 peace, no justice. No peace, no justice. We need peace everywhere and justice for people who are incarcerated in jails in Uganda. Free our people. Free our people. Free our people.
Free our people.
Free all political prisoners now. We want them now. When do we need them?
Now.
When do we need freedom?
Now.
When do we need justice?
Now.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Ra.
Ra. Re. Ro. Ro. Hey, like this?
When the struggle is up, we shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. When the struggle is up, we shall wear the victor's crown in the new Uganda. Abe Selassie, where are you? Where are you? Abe Selassie, calm down. Abe Selassie, calm down.
Abe Selassie, calm down.
Abe Selassie, calm down.
Abe Selassie, calm down.
Abe Selassie, we need you right now. We are not going anywhere. We are going to stay here until you come down.
We want to share our message with you now.
If you cannot serve the interests of Africans, resign. I can take up that position.
Yes.
Yes. I can stop my people.
Yes.
Abe Selassie, resign.
Yes.
I know my people's problems.
Yes.
I'm not here to campaign. Oh, no elections in 2026, by the way.
Yes.
This goes to MPs in Uganda, to Museveni, to Mohosi. No elections in 2026. Yani Kulonda, no Kalulu in 2026. We want our victory back.
This is
The person
Uganda.
who won the presidential election is His Excellency, the President of Uganda, is Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu. And I salute him. I salute him. He's my president. He's the legitimate president of Uganda.
The president of
People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
And we are here to say that the USA gave its citizens travel advisory.
The travel advisory to Uganda. UK did the same.
Yes.
Because there is terrorism, and this terrorist terrorizing the East African region, Africa and Uganda in particular, is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Okay? So, we are saying stop funding a terrorist. Enough is enough. We have cried. Our tears have run out.
Yes.
We have demonstrated. I am a big time to ask the Africans. Uganda is bleeding for the last 38 years.
Yes.
We have pictures of you whose males have been clapped out. Mothers have been abducted with their babies. Museveni, why don't you leave Uganda? 37 years is enough. Is enough. Okay, so the travel advisory to all Americans traveling to Uganda says it all. It says it all. And don't be surprised if in Uganda there are bombs going all around Hida and Delta. Because he wants to prove a point.
Yes.
Ladies gentlemen, please let us be kind. Stop funding a dictator.
Stop funding a dictator.
Stop funding a dictator. 38 years is enough.
Enough.
How many presidents have been presidents of the United States of America? And he has been standing for all those years.
Tuli wano ku kitebe kya IMF, International Monetary Fund. Kitongole kivunanyizibwa okuwola amawanga mu nsi yonna ensimbi ez'okukozesa. Ku kitebe kya IMF bano bannayuganda b'olaba be baliwo bali mu kwekalakaasa b'ekibiina kya National Unity Platform, People Power, Our Power. Beekalakaasa olw'ensonga nti ekitongole kino ekya IMF kiwola mwami Museveni ensimbi zakozesa mu kulembera eggwanga Uganda. Bano bo ze bagamba nti ensimbi ezazikozesa bubi, azikozesa nti mu kuteekawo ebikolwa eby'obutujju nga bw'obudde bwe boogera nti ensimbi ezo zakozesa okuteeka bannayuganda ku nninga, okukootyoboola eddembe ly'obuntu, okusiba, okutulugunya, byonna okubikola nti n'okubba obululu. Era bagambye nti IMF eri mu ku-associatinga n'omuntu election thief, nti omubbi w'akalulu gwe eri mu ku-associatinga naye, nti bo bamanyi president omulonde era ali legit. Bannayuganda gwe balonda gwe bakeera ku makya 2014 January, gwe bawavayo ne bawa akalulu ye Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine, era nti bo gwe bamanyi nga president w'eggwanga Uganda. Nti n'olwekyo mwami Museveni is an imposter. Bigambo bya bano nti yeesibawo bwesibi kubeera president w'eggwanga Uganda. N'olwekyo baagala IMF ekomye era erekeraawo okuddamu okuwola mwami Museveni ensimbi zakozesa mu kulembeze bwe, kubanga ensimbi zino azikozesa bubi. Nti ate bwe bamuwa ensimbi nti obutabanguko bweyongera mu Uganda, mu Africa, Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania kweri, Burundi, Congo, DR Congo, Central African Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, nti obutabanguko bweyongera. Nti ensimbi zebawa mwami Museveni azikozesa kutabangula, kutabangula mirembe. Bigambo bya bannayuganda abali mu kwekalakaasa nga beekalakaasa ku kitebe kya IMF, International Monetary Fund. Kino kitongole kya America, kya nsi yonna kiri mu America, kye kivunaanyizibwa okuwola ensimbi amawanga gonna. Era bw'owulira nti Uganda bagibanja ensimbi bwe ziti, IMF ye beegibanja, kubanga IMF yeewola. N'olwekyo zonna ensimbi z'owulira nti bazibanja Uganda, Uganda erina amabanja manene, gonna amabanja ga IMF. Kati bannayuganda bano bagamba nti IMF otubanjizza nnyo, ebbanja lyo ddene lisusse oba omulamuzi. N'olwekyo komya okutuwa ssente, kuba n'omuntu gw'oziwa ensimbi ezazikozesa bubi, tazikozesa bye zirina kukola, kubanga azeewola naye ate Uganda tewali nkulaakulana n'emu egenda mu maaso. Nti n'olwekyo kikomye, kiyimirize, kikome olwaleero era kiyimirire olwaleero. Bagamba beekalakaasizza ekimala. Buli kadde bajja ne beekalakaasa, bajja ne bawaayo ebigambo byabwe, ne batuusa okusaba kwabwe eri IMF, abakulu aba IMF, naye ndowooza tebawulira, tebabiteeka mu nkola. Kati baagala akulira IMF alekulire, kubanga girabika emirimu gimulemye, byakola tebitambula bulungi. Beetuse n'okugaa nti bo balina obusobozi, mulimu ayo balina obusobozi mu bannayuganda abo, asobola okulembera ekitongole kino ekya IMF era n'asobola okuwa services bulungi eri ensi, kuba amanyi ye ebizibu bya Africa, amanyi ebizibu bya Uganda, amanyi abaddugavu bakaddugala ebizibu bye bayitamu era biki bye beetaaga okukolebwako. N'olwekyo ensimbi ezo IMF zewaayo mu Africa zisaanye okuweebwayo for a purpose, nti zigenda kukola ki kino na kino, era nezigoberera nesobola okukola ekyo, oba naziteeka mu bantu ddala abeetaagisa abajja okukola emirimu egyo ne basobola ogikola ne giggwa bulungi. Munnayuganda oba muna Africa n'afuna value for money, n'amanya nti nja kusasula ebbanja la IMF naye nfunyemu ABCD, ensi yange nfunyemu kino, ekulaakulanyemu kino na kino. Naye okusinga okumanya nti manjibwa naawe obanjibwa, n'oli abanjibwa n'oli, naye ng'ate ensimbi ezitubanjibwa situmanyi zikola biki era zijja ddi, anazikozesa wa naki kyazikolamu. Kati bannayuganda basazeewo baagala ensimbi ezo IMF ezisibe teddamu kuwola ggwanga lya Uganda, teddamu kuwola specifically Mwami Museveni. Ndoza tebagala kuddamu kuwola Uganda, just bagala butaddamu kuwola Mwami Museveni kubanga ensimbi azikozesa bubi. N'olwekyo nti balinde Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine bw'alimala okulayira nga president w'eggwanga Uganda olwo IMF alyokeddemu okuwa Uganda ssente. Wajaba bafunye obukulembeze obupya, obukulembeze obujja era obukulembeze obufaayo ku bannansi, obukulembeze obumanyi ebizibu bya bannansi, obukulembeze obumanyi munnayuganda kye yeetaaga, obukulembeze obumanyi nti Uganda esaana kulaakulana etya era mu ngeri ki. N'olwekyo bannayuganda si basanyufu, banyiivu, tebasalikako musale. Bagamba IMF eno esibye nnyo eggwanga Uganda emabega tikuba Mwami Museveni teetaaga na kuba na ssente. Tuba ne ssente akola bingi kubanga amanya alina ssente. Naye bana batalina ssente ajja kunafuwa kinaavamu ajja kupondoka ave mu bukulembeze. Kino kye baliko ne Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine president naye nsubira ensonga eno gy'aliko kuba mpulira engendo zaatera okutambulako ebweru. Agamba kimu nti tulabise Mwami Museveni abamuwa ensimbi tubabulire kaate nti muli mukolagana n'omutemu n'omutujju ne dictator temuddamu muwa ssente kubanga ensimbi azikozesa bubi. Kati nsuubira ebigambo bya Kyagulanyi byayogera ne bano byebimu bye boogera era bwe bubaka bwe bali mu kutuusa mu IMF. Bano bafuuse ba Kyagulanyi b'omu USA abatuuse obubaka mu IMF nga bawakanya ekyensimbi eziwolebwa Mwami Museveni, ekyensimbi eziwolebwa abakulembeze mu Africa.
intelligence in the whole world. I know you know. We have cried over people that have been run over by the government vehicles intentionally. We have cried, enough is enough. Stop funding Museveni. Stop funding his family. Because there is no education right now going on. It's in shambles, it's in a sorry state. There are no medicines in hospitals. So what are you funding? Right now, go visit Uganda and see the mess that is there. The roads are terrible. There are no highways. There are no byways in this 21st century. They are all full of potholes. Where does your money go? Why don't you follow up on this money? Before you give more, find out accountability. Okay? There is no accountability for this money. Yet you keep funding this dictator. We are damn tired. Enough is enough. United States is the policeman of the whole world. You should know better than we do. Okay? So, we are saying stop funding this man. Today his name is Museveni. Tomorrow he is Kaguta. The other day he's Tibuhabura. Who is going to pay back this money when Ugandans are dying of hunger in Karamoja? Who is going to pay back this money when it has, whatever reason it has been sent for, has not done anything? There are no roads. There is no medicine. The schools are in shambles. They are in a sorry state. The children sit on bricks to attend lessons. They sit down on the soil and they write on the ground, and the classroom is under a tree. And yet you keep funding this man. I don't understand. It is terrible. It is horrible. We are just saying, IMF, you know how to do this better than we do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. People power. Now power. No justice.
No P.
No justice.
No P.
When do we want the justice?
Now.
When?
Now.
Is it tomorrow?
No, no,
We
now.
want it now. 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 Thank you.
That is the reason why we are here.
Look what they do with our tax dollars, Americans. Take a look. It's no lie. Look at those dumpsters. People are being murdered on our tax dollars. People power! Power! People power! People power!
batutidde banne bano bannaye batya bano abantu kada baje bali ate bwe twogeramu sawuti kukiba bagenda kweyongerayo mubeera
I said how much people would be ready to hear.
Calm down.
Okay.
Are you scared of us?
You are corrupt. You are corrupt. Corruption in America.
Yes. People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
All right.
Right.
Now, IMF, we are not new here, and you know that. We are not new here, and we are not your enemies. We just want to make sure that you know that we are not your enemies, and you are not our enemies either. You are not enemies of Ugandans. You're not enemies of Africans. But we are telling you, doing the right thing is what connects us and you. Doing the right thing is what connects us and you. And the right thing is what I have right here. All right. Dear fellow protesters, we have gathered here today to make our voices heard on a matter that affects us all. The policies of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank have had a devastating effect on Africa, leading to enrichment of a few at the expense of the many. For too long, these institutions have supported and funded dictators and authoritarian regimes, turning a blind eye to the human rights abuses that have been committed in the demand and end to their support for these regimes. An immediate halt, I repeat, an immediate halt to funding classified military budgets that only serve to perpetuate conflict, instability, and refugees. The time has come for a new approach to development, one that is based on human rights, transparency, and accountability. We call on the IMF and World Bank to listen to the voices of the people that they claim to serve and to work with African leaders and civil society to build a better future for all of us. We demand that these institutions invest in programs that will benefit the people, such as education, healthcare, and sustainable development, rather than simply serving the interests of multinational corporations and the global elite. We stand here today, united united in our determination to bring an end to the economic hitman policies that have inflicted so much damage on our continent. We will not rest until our policies. We will not rest until our voices are heard and the IMF and World Bank are held accountable for their actions. Friends, together we create a new Africa, one that is free from corruption, oppression, and inequality. Let us continue to fight for our rights and for a better future for generations to come. Thank you. That was the message. Now, as I conclude, I want us to reason with you, IMF. Like I said, we are not your enemies. We are not the opposition. We are Ugandans that love our country. We are not here on politics. We are here on matters of national importance. Matters that are way beyond politics. Matters that are way beyond the opposition. We are speaking on behalf of the 45 million Ugandans. And these 45 million Ugandans are not just the people power. They are not just the National Unity Platform. They are not just the Democratic Party. They are not just FDC or UPC. But they are also NRM. Because the economic hitman policies you're imposing on us are not just affecting a certain group of people. They are affecting all of us. When you find authoritarian leaders, they are not only kidnapping and disappearing a certain group of people, they are kidnapping Ugandans. We stand here as Ugandans. We stand here as Africans and raise our voices to you, IMF. Please do the right thing. Work with the Ugandans. Work with Africans. Work with civil society organizations. Stop erecting dictators. Stop funding genocide. Stop playing deaf and dumb about the human rights violations. Now, this is where I want us to reason. On several occasions, we have had engagements with the administrators, with the directors of both the IMF and the World Bank. And friends, when we meet these people, we speak with them and we tell them exactly what we are talking about here. But on that note, I want to quote the following people. Whenever we talk about human rights in relation to IMF funds and World Bank, the administrators of these institutions would say their operation agreements and articles and clauses do not permit them to interfere with the politics of member states. IMF here has actually said their role is to fund, not to interfere with the politics of Uganda. Their role is to fund Uganda, but they are not concerned about the human rights violations in Uganda. The same thing happens with the World Bank. They've said their role is to fund development in Uganda, but they are not concerned. Actually, their articles, their operation agreements do not permit them to interfere with the politics of Uganda. And when I say politics, quote me right, when I say politics, it includes the following. The kidnaps, that is politics.
Really?
Human rights violations, that is politics.
Really?
The murders, that is politics.
Really?
Museveni killing 45 students in Kasese, that is politics.
That is nonsense.
Museveni encroaching and waging war on South Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopia, the Central African Republic, that is all politics. But how is Museveni able to pull off all of these dark missions of his?
Because they are protecting him.
Because he's protected by the IMF,
Yes.
he's funded by the IMF, he's funded by the World Bank, he's funded by the US government. When Museveni kills Uganda, that is politics. But Museveni uses the money he gets from the IMF and World Bank to purchase the weapons, to purchase the tear gas, to purchase the poison from North Korea and Russia, to kill Ugandans. And IMF will say, we cannot intervene, because that is politics.
It is all about money. They are making money in Uganda from our gold.
What actually IMF is not telling us is, they cannot interfere with Uganda's atrocities, because Museveni is their puppet.
Yes.
IMF and World Bank will not interfere with Uganda's politics because they have an agreement.
Yes.
The agreement they signed between these institutions and Museveni is Uganda's Museveni. It states that none of them will interfere with each other's business.
Can you imagine?
Those are the clauses that IMF and World Bank and the US government do not disclose to the public. Those clauses and articles say that IMF, World Bank, the US government will not interfere with Museveni's business if they are to work together.
Why are they giving him money?
Now that is the business. They give him money.
What the business?
And he exploits the resources from the region. And when Museveni kills our people, the US will go down. The IMF will set our clauses, our articles, do not permit us to interfere in that politics.
Because they are busy mining our gold and oil.
That is right. Those are the clauses the IMF and World Bank has not disclosed. And we are here telling you, IMF, do the right thing. Stop making dictators. Stop creating authoritarian leaders. Stop creating and empowering authoritarianism in Africa. When we talk about Museveni, Museveni is not just a Ugandan problem. Museveni is an African problem. And Americans, let me tell you this, Americans, Museveni is going to be an American problem very soon. Because Museveni is working with Russia. We all know what Russia is. We know who Putin is. Museveni is working with China. China over the years has been running their intelligence in the United States. Museveni is working with North Korea. And we all know what North Korea is capable. If there is ever going to be a third world war, it is going to be between you American people and those other three people. The other three. And this is because US's influence in Africa is going to disappear.
Tell them they need to know this.
US's influence in Africa is going to be eroded by Russia, by North Korea, by China, working with Museveni. For those of you that don't understand why the US is so, why these three superpowers are so interested in Uganda, let me tell you why.
Tell them.
Uganda is a very large landlocked country. And it is surrounded by all the main, the main natural resource, actually the richest natural resource countries. We are talking about South Sudan. We are talking about Sudan. We are talking about Congo. We are talking about the Democratic Republic of Congo. We are talking about Rwanda. We are talking about Burundi. We are talking about the Central African Republic. All these countries are rich in minerals. Now, some of the minerals, when we talk about minerals, the first thing all of us will start thinking about is gold. We'll start thinking about copper. We'll start thinking about diamonds. But there is a mineral called uranium that is being used. It actually is the main ingredient, raw material used in manufacturing and producing nuclear weapons. And that mineral is in Uganda and Congo. Now, if Russia is already attacking Ukraine, China is also at war with Taiwan and other neighbors. North Korea is a problem, and they are working with the dictator Museveni. Imagine where is America's superiority in the next 5 years? Because we already have nuclear warheads in Uganda. They are being manufactured in Uganda by North Korea. And the US is playing deaf. The US is playing deaf about these nuclear warheads. There is a whole plant of nuclear weapons in Nakasogola. America is playing deaf. But just imagine what would come out of all this silence. It's high time, Americans, you stand with Ugandans. It's high time, American people, you hold your senators accountable about America's foreign policies. The reason we are all here is because of the edge American foreign policies on Africa. We need to hold our representatives and our senators accountable. Fellow Americans, there is a resolution 543 that was introduced by Senator Bob Menendez. We are asking you, let us press the senators and representatives to vote on this resolution. Everything we are talking about here, the American foreign policy, it is under that resolution. And we are also requesting our senators and representatives, please make sure that this resolution passes. Senator Robert Menendez, please reintroduce the resolution. We understand there was a lot going on in the US, but please get the resolution running once again. We are willing to contact the senators and the representatives to vote on this resolution. And to the IMF and World Bank, please stop funding. Stop funding the dictator. Please, you're funding another Al-Shabaab. Oh, Americans, if you really thought that Osama bin Laden was worse, if you thought that Saddam Hussein was bad, Museveni is worst. Museveni is worst. Another bin Laden was created, and he lives in Uganda, and that is Mohoska in Rugaba. So, allow me to stop here for now, but we continue to the State Department.
Okay. Tuli mu America ku kitongole kya IMF. Banayuganda abalumirirwa eggwanga Uganda bali mu kibiina kya North People Power bali ku kitebe kya IMF beekalakaasa babawaayo ensonga zaabwe nga beemulugunya nti lwaki IMF eyongera okugenda maaso ng'efandinga Mwai Museveni ng'emuwa ensimbi mpitirivu buwanana naye ate ensimbi ezo ng'azikozesa bubi tazikozesa ebyo bezirina kukola wabula atazikozesa mu kutuusa bulabe ku bannayuganda ate balina okukuuma. Nolwekyo baagala IMF ekomye okuwa Mwami Museveni ensimbi oba oliawo Mwami Museveni aneddako anekuba mu kifuba nti n'alemwa okuddamu okukola ebikolobero bye bagamba byakola. Bannayuganda bano bagamba nti temaze ebbanga ddene bajja ne bano ku IMF ne beekalakaasa era basisinkana n'abakulu aba IMF ne babagulira ensonga enkulu eziri mu ggwanga Uganda. Ne babagamba mbu ku ndagaano eyakolebwa IMF ne Uganda oba n'amawanga ga Africa oba n'amawanga gonna agawolebwa ensimbi nti tubawa buwa ensimbi wabula situliyingira mu byabufuzi byammwe. Kati beebuuza abantu abattibwa e Uganda, abantu abasibwa, abatulugunyizibwa, eddembe ly'obuntu erinnyirirwa mu ggwanga Uganda, ebyo si byabufuzi? Kitegeeza ebyo ebikolebwa Mwami Museveni IMF byewagira ate ekikyamu ng'ewaabwe mu America bagamba bakuuma eddembe ly'obuntu balyettani oba balikuuma oba balirwanirira naye ate mu Africa nga tebaagala kulwanirira ddembe lya buntu. Bino nno bye biri mu kuluma bannayuganda, bye biri mu kubalumya emitwe, bye biri mu kuba kyankalanya. Era ensonga lwaki beekalakaasa nga baagala IMF ekyuse mu nkola zaayo. Bagambye Senator Janande something alina ekiteeso kye yawaayo mu Parliament ya America ekyokuddamu okulivisitinga foreign policy bwekiri eya America n'amawanga amalala agawolebwa ensimbi. Era nga muno mulamu omukulu guli ku ggwanga Uganda ne Mwami Museveni. Bamugambye nti addemu atebolinge policy addemu atebolinge bagita bill something addemu atebolinge omulamu ogwo era ne basaba n'Amerika nti okupressing oba okwongera okunyigiriza abaseneta baabwe abakulembeze baabwe mu Parliament ya America babagambe babeeko bye bakola ku ssente ziwolebwa Mwami Museveni mu Africa n'ebikolobero ebikolebwa ku bannayuganda mu ggwanga Uganda. Bannayuganda bwe bali era bwe batuusizza obubaka bwabwe babutuusa ku bannannyini ssente abawozi b'ensimbi aba IMF oko ne World Bank nga babuulira ebizibu ebiri mu ggwanga Uganda era nga baagala bikolebweko amangu n'emmiro nga bagamba nti no justice no peace, we need justice now, we need freedom now, we need democracy now bagamba. N'ebyo nno nsaba nze mpumulemu tujja kuddamu mtuwaye Mukama asaba bankuumire. Mweraba.